Welcome back to Sonic Lost World. I don't know about you, but I suddenly had the happiness and energy drained out of me.
Oh, this is such a horrible game. Look, he's playing Lost World. Why would he be playing Lost World on that TV?
Yeah, he should be playing the demo for Forces. Oh, wait, that's not much better.
I don't know. Who cares?
But in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are back with Sonic Lost World, and if you couldn't already tell by our tone, we're meeting with that Zeddy this part.
Okay, so I guess, So, okay, they plan to roboticize him. That's still a thing.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if Eggman wasn't going to do it, then why not have someone else do it?
So...
Ooh.
So, welcome to the Silent Forest.
One of my favorite tracks in the game, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, nice and swing.
Same, and in fact, in my personal opinion, I personally prefer this much more than I do Frozen Factory.
That's
like, as a stage anyway. Like, nothing about Extreme's really bad to me, with the exception of maybe the very last level. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
I will say that I still really do like the soft piano of the rail grinding sections, but I do like the nice little peppy bounce that this music has. It reminds me, kind of reminds you a little bit of the style of music that the Werehog fight scenes.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you're able to hear him, anyway.
Da, da, da.
Yeah, sorry for the da-da-da-da. But anyway, you know, it's stuff like this that convinces me that Sega's sound team or whatever are probably some of the best in the business. Especially if you look into, like, probably the most awkward, like, the most unlikely of places, the Mario and Sonic Olympic games. Like, say what you will about the games themselves, but, like, if you listen to, like the remixes they have, and heck, some of the original stuff they have, it's just...
They're pretty good.
It feels too good for that game.
Huh.
Way too good.
I never saw that. Yeah, I mean, I already believe that like Sega does like honestly has like some of the best game soundtracks that I've ever heard. Usually.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And
heck,
not even just with Sonic.
Even with the upcoming Forces, like I will admit, like there's some parts of it that don't entirely resonate with me, but it's still pretty damn solid from what I've heard so far.
Eagle.
Careful.
Ouch.
Careful.
Stuck.
Aw, no, you sunk.
Are those mushrooms supposed to be sticky?
Actually, the mud is toxic.
Ooh.
Polygators.
Also, I swear these gators remind me of something straight out of like those like one of those Wacko Gator games.
Oh, the arcade games.
I love those.
Yeah, the arcade games. We had to do that. Ow.
Oh yeah.
We had to push the gate. I remember. Oh god, I remember my friends like loving that Chuck E. Cheese.
That's a place I haven't been to in a long while.
I actually have to go there tomorrow as part of work.
You know, Steve, it's like we're grown-ups or something.
Hey, grown-ups can still go there. It's just encouraged that you go with the kids so it's not awkward.
Exactly.
Yeah, I actually have to go to Chuck E. Cheese tomorrow as part of work, and the issue is that like it's a high school class, and like the Chuck E. Cheese we're going to is clearly kind of more geared toward younger kids.
Oh.
So that's gonna be interesting. Anyway,
And
My boyfriend works at Chuck E. Cheese.
ask him what he thinks of Five Nights at Freddy.
He knows about Five Nights at Freddy's. He used to like it for a while.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's still a thing, isn't it?
And then much like the animatronics at your local Chuck E. Cheese's, his interest in the series died after the 5th game.
I know that's nice. Anywho, but yeah,
Not to say the 5th game's bad, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just making a joke about the hype.
You
Yeah,
know.
it's fine.
but I am liking this the theme of everything.
Oh yeah, like as I've said before, I really don't dislike Silent Force. In fact, I honestly would have preferred if they did this before freaking Frozen Factory.
For other reasons, yeah.
Meanwhile, these mushrooms are starting to get a little annoying.
Yeah, they all need to take 2 hits.
Yeah. Well, it's preferred that you kick them first and then you do a homing attack, because if you try to homing attack them regularly, like, you get stunned by the mushroom itself.
And are the mushroom bandits from Mushroom Hill Zone or from a different game?
If I'm not mistaken, I think that was Mushroom Hill Zone. Say with those foxes that threw the mushrooms
Oh
at you.
crap!
Nice.
It's like it's following a theme or something.
Well, I know those
what
chickens
was I
that
gonna
blew
say?
out wind were also from Mushroom Hill.
Yes, they were.
Sparkle. No,
Why
I will
must you
get-
sparkle? You are not Edward Cullen.
to get sparkle points. Also, James, I forgot. I'm sorry. I think we actually interrupted you earlier. You were saying something about like even in the worst Sega games, there's a good.
Yeah. Look at Sonic 06.
That's true.
And like I said, I don't think it's even limited to just Sonic. Like, a lot of Sega's other games tend to have good soundtracks.
It's a trap.
Oh, no!
Oh, God, no!
Oh!
You have instant teleporting.
What a world we live in.
Let's make sure his sacrifice isn't for nothing.
You're just gonna give up on him?
Eggman, mate. Actually, you weren't too slow. In fact, anything, you being too fast is what screwed him over in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, I think he meant,
You
like,
weren't
too slow to...
crap.
No, I think he meant too
Oh,
slow
too
to get to the thing before it teleported away.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Or, you know, too slow to catch on to the fact that it really was a trap.
That is true. Actually.
That's
look,
true,
Oh,
yeah.
look, a different kind of wisp.
Ooh, it's a pink one.
But, oh no, here he is.
Whoop.
Yeah, really, why'd you have to exist?
And of course, he has freckles.
Why did you have to be a boy?
Honestly, even if it
I'm
was
sorry.
a girl, I don't... Honestly, even if it was a girl, I don't think it'd really make them any better.
I know this is sort of an irrelevant topic, but Jordy, if you want the most classic case of someone who clearly it does not represent the gender that they are, look up the Master in Mega Man Legends 2. You will be fucking shocked.
Duly noted.
So this guy I hate, just because, like, again, we're talking about, like...
Stereotypes?
Again, we're talking about, like...
I love this music.
About them literally having just one... They have one character, they're so one-dimensional, that's him, and I hate him.
Yeah. I know
Also,
Ted from
this
Brain
stage
Scratch.
is actually a very... Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I know Ted from Brain Scratch especially hates them. And yeah, that giant owl in the background looks particularly ominous.
Yes, it does. Ow!
Oh,
Oops!
jeez. I was gonna say,
Oh,
like...
how can we possibly get up there? Well, thankfully our parkour skills will come to the rescue.
Oh gosh, I was gonna say, like, what was I gonna say? This is a very, there's actually a different kind of stage that we're finally getting to see, and as Joey pointed out, I also love the
Oops.
music. Careful.
Okay, you
I
had no
remember
excuse
hearing
to
it in
avoid
Lost
that.
World. Not Lost World. What's the name of that mobile game? Was it Runners? Yeah, it was
Runners?
Runners during the Halloween event.
Oh, interesting. Well, it does fit. In fact, kind of coincidental because we're actually recording this right around the time when Halloween's supposed to start.
Why?
Among
so
other
I'm so
things.
excited!
So why is this stage so spooky?
Well, we'll get to the spooks later, but
Rhythm.
for now, here's our rhythm wisp. In the Wii U version, you actually had to tap on the musical notes to actually make any sort of progress. Here, you just gotta aim in a direction and push a button. In fact, it's actually...
Oh, there's the
Guys.
splicers.
It's
Slicer.
Sir Kibble.
Huh. I remember those guys being much more of a hassle.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought that was Sir Kibble.
No, Kibble had a helmet.
Oh.
Plus, he was
And
from
actually,
Kirby.
and it looked a lot cuter than that. But yeah, actually, going back to something Jordy kind of alluded to earlier, I like this. I like the song too, or not the wisp song, the main theme for this
Yeah,
stage.
this
We knew
area.
what you meant.
Now, again, Silent Forest musically is honestly one of my favorites.
Yeah, this one's nice. Like, it's not often you hear like a Waltz-style song in a Sonic game.
Yeah, this game honestly, like we said before, it tried to do quite a number of genres. Although people were still antsy, there was no signs of butt rock.
No, but we're gonna have that in forces.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's
that's
like-
all that matters apparently.
Now, I was actually real quick. I was gonna ask, like, are they gonna play fist bump every time a dual dash happens, or?
Maybe. No, well, who knows? I do know that it's supposed to be a context-sensitive thing, so you probably don't have to do that all the time.
Again,
Anyway.
I saw that one comment. I would love it if it's possible to fail that QTE and have the Avatar and Sonic just punch each other in the face instead. Just 'cause you messed
Actually,
up the
what I was
QTE
thinking of-
that badly.
Actually, what I was thinking of, maybe like instead of fist bump, you just play like a very, messed up version of it. Not unlike the messed up version of the fanfare from Unleashed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
jeez. Oh, hang on.
Uh-oh.
So James, what's happening now?
Now we're put into a very weird little stealth section here.
Hello, Mr. Owl.
If you're caught by the robotic owl, a whole bunch of random demon bats come in and take Sonic away. That's a life lost, pretty much.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
Wait a minute, are we playing
What's up?
Sonic or are we playing Arkham Asylum?
You decide.
Does it count if you? Does it count? Can it see if you're using rhythm?
I don't know. I'm honestly not gonna attempt it.
He's too distracted by something
So
anyway.
I'll say, looking at what you're doing, is there any real point to like actually having any rhythm, or can you just go crazy? Nothing.
Whoa!
Yeah,
shoot.
you just gotta tap on the musical spots.
Oh,
Oh
no.
shit! Oh shit!
Oh, shoot!
Okay.
I'm not gonna
You know
be
what?
Bat Chow today.
Maybe it's just me, but he seemed to have stopped paying attention while you only started paying more attention to Sonic again once you were out of your Wisp form.
Okay, so rhythm form you're invincible. That's helpful.
Very much so.
Jeez,
Oh
okay.
jeez. Thankfully, this section's really not as hard as you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be nice, wouldn't it, to go crawling back into bed
It's
and just
oh God.
sleep all day?
I'm so sorry. I just realized it's the Revenge of Becca.
Oh. You know, it's a good thing that the spotlight didn't catch you on the way over there.
And now suddenly it's gonna forget the whole demon bat thing, and now we can just fight it normally.
Yep. So first off, we just gotta wait for this little projectile to come deep enough, and then, well, you're not supposed to homing attack it, you're actually supposed to kick it.
Okay.
That's really all there is to this boss fight.
Alrighty.
Descent.
Go!
There you go.
Ow!
Now stomp on his head.
Yeah.
That hurt, but honestly, I prefer it that way.
Never hit the guy's head. It just dulls. It makes him
Devil
dizzy
damn
and
it.
can't even feel the next.
I was about to say, just like, I don't know if he says it later, but one line he says I actually like, you're doing better than I thought you would. Granted, I didn't really have high expectations to begin with, but still.
Yeah.
No lumps of sugar on my coffee, thanks.
Come on.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he is, I'm trying to remember, Zor was his name, or...
Yeah, Zor.
Yeah. I wouldn't be
Zor.
surprised if Zor's the kind that just takes his coffee dark and lifeless.
Lifeless.
I don't even bother having coffee. What's the point of adding flavor to life? But see, that's the thing. I bet he could just talk himself out of doing anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
That didn't stop him from trying to kill Sonic.
no.
Well, that's because if he didn't zap
It was
would
an
kill him.
obligation.
It's a pay with it's a job with low minimum pay.
Time to go underground with lasers.
But I'll deal with it. I mean, it puts food on the table. If Zonum doesn't need it. Sorry.
Stop.
And Tails is just sitting there posing.
Yeah.
This kind of sass from Tails is what I strive for.
This to our advantage.
Can you?
Somebody messed up royally because we don't have Sonic.
Wait, no. Thank you.
Even Tails just does a salute. It's like, thank you, Captain Obvious.
I almost thought Tails also said we know.
You know, it would have been funny if he did.
He said it in sign language. Oh shit!
Oh. So it's a
That
tough
actually
section with
was
ice
sign
physics.
language.
And these bombs from Sonic 1.
Well,
Oh,
not
I
sign
highly
language, more
love
like
them, so.
I think Jamesman he gestured it. Like
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
It's the little things that kind of makes this whole thing a little more enjoyable than people usually let on.
Yeah.
I mean, so long as you're not paying too much attention to the Zeddy, it's about not quite as good as Sonic Colors, but it just has its moments. That's all I'll say.
It tried
Yeah.
a lot of things new, and I just, again, the big thing I always had with Sonic games and will continue to is that I really wish that they didn't have to feel like they have to reinvent the wheel every time. They don't have to.
Yeah.
Well, they did have that.
Hopefully
They did
force it-
sort of. I was about to say they did kind of have that for a little bit with Colors and Generations, because being fair, that wasn't like completely reinventing. That was just, taking what worked with Unleashed and try to make a better game with it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was
Music
kind of
Forces
hoping
is
that
the
they
same
would.
thing with that.
But yeah, it's funny you mentioned Forces, but not gonna lie, I was honestly kind of hoping that they would have continued that thought process with Lost World in a sense
Oh
of like.
crap! Okay.
Like in a sense of like they see what worked with Lost World and try to take that and just try to make the whole template to use to make a better game. But no, apparently only idiots want that.
Yeah, besides, we already have that. It's called Sonic Adventure.
So you don't want another Sonic Adventure. Gotcha.
Actually, that's the complete opposite of what I want.
Oh jeez. I don't know. Just again, I think I've already told this joke before, but it's like We gotta keep trying things new. It's, Black Knight, that didn't work. No. Secret Rings, that didn't work. Shadow Hedgehog, no. Sonic 06, no. Unleashed, no. You gotta try Colors, no.
Well, half
Generation-
no. Remember,
half no for Unleashed. Colors, no, not really. Let's try Generations. Hey, that actually worked. Oh no, that didn't work either. No, listen to me. No, it didn't work. Let's go on to Lost World. No, stop.
yeah. To be fair, a half of the problem is sort of Sega's own fault, though another can very well be attributed to the opinions of the entire fan base, which is which is probably more split than in a banana split.
Yeah, which is why they decided to go both ways with Forces and Mania this year.
Yeah, pretty much. And people still aren't happy about it.
Now, how do you keep staying on the same surface over and over again without like falling? Because like in other games like Mirror's Edge and crap, eventually like you run out of like steam and you can't like stay on the wall any longer.
Okay.
Do you know who you're talking to, mister?
So is there like a button you have to push to stay on a wall if you start to slide back down?
You gotta hold down the run button.
Okay.
That's usually how it is when you want to do anything parkour related. Though that being said, it can also be a little awkward considering... Yeehaw! But that can be a little awkward considering the fact that if you're playing this game properly, you're always going to be holding down the run button.
True, I just don't get
In fact, looking back on it, like, I don't think they've ever done a mod for this yet. I kind of want them to. Forget the whole random jogging sort of thing. Just make your default the run and then use the R button strictly for parkour stuff, if you so chose.
I can see
I don't see that being too hard to mod in.
Almost. You lost the sparkles.
I love how he was just standing in midair when he bounced there.
Woo!
So far so good. How you feeling, Jordy?
Feeling alright.
I mean, goodness, I just realized we're already like... I think we only have 2 more worlds after this.
Yep. Well, actually, technically 3 if you count the bonus world.
Oh yeah, you already
And
got
also-
the bonus world.
And also, Jordan almost turned southern there with that response.
Now, that's
Did
right,
I?
Look at him all. I'm so fast and stuff.
So who voices Zor again?
I don't
Who
know.
does?
Sick.
I'm gonna look him up right now. Give me a second.
Down a peg.
I always thought that. Again, I always
Fucking
thought
face.
that was. I always thought that was Roger Craig Smith again.
That was actually my
No.
initial thought, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was my thought with him. It was also my thought with Zaz because they sound much alike, but no, they're different actors.
Well, I mean, I
Alright,
can't say
let's
you really...
see.
Well, it's like, you can't really blame us, because to be fair, Roger has been doing a little bit better about really diversifying himself. Like, I'll never forget James's reaction when he found out that Dave from Sonic Boom was also Roger.
Yeah.
Anyways, Zor is voiced by Sam Riegel.
Oh, him!
Sam Riegel. I feel
Donatello
like I've
from the
heard
4
that
Kids
name.
Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles.
Yeah, the Riegel. Wait, Donatello. That wasn't. That wasn't
From the 4
same
Kids
guy
Ninja
that does
Turtles.
Ratchet and Clank, but- I was gonna say that's not the same guy who does Ratchet, is it?
No, that's
that's James
James
Earl
Earl
Taylor.
Taylor.
And he
Sam
does-
Riegel
and he
was
does-
in
does
the
he do
reboot game,
Michelangelo?
though.
To be fair, nothing makes me happy.
Does he does Ratchet do Michelangelo or?
No,
I feel like
I
James
do
Earl
know
Taylor's-
that
I
at
feel like-
one point James Earl Taylor was Leonardo.
That was it, Leonardo. Then okay, I knew he was a Ninja Turtle somewhere. Let's see if I can find someone that James would know him as. Hang on.
Yeah, he was Leonardo in the...
Let's see, he was.
Ouch.
He is also... Yeah, one more thing and then I'll let you continue your search. He is also the voice director for the DuckTales reboot.
Oh, he is? That's so
What do
cool.
you know?
Interesting.
Dude's really gone on to places.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually not that surprising for voice actors to do that. Like, for example, I know Charlie Adler... Yeah.
I'll say apparently he played. Apparently he played the Amazing Spider. He played Spider-Man in both Amazing Spider-Man games based off of the Amazing movies.
Yeah, I heard
Oh
that,
my
and he's
God,
actually
this
pretty
guy's
good in
hard
that.
difficult.
And he appeared very briefly in the pilot episode actually to DuckTales as Slash Smashnikov.
Smash.
Well, he was one of the
brothers.
Mercenary. He was one of the mercenaries that
Oh.
he hired.
Honestly, forgot they were even a thing.
Treasure is the greatest treasure, that's why it's called treasure!
That's unforgettable, though.
But
Come on. Yeah. You got 1, 2, one more. Hey, 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 hey!
Wee.
Wait, going
Don't
back to
you
what I was...
dare!
There you go.
There we go.
But yeah,
Again,
but yeah, going back to what I was...
assume it. Continue.
I was just gonna say, going back to Regal as a voice director, that's actually not too uncommon for voice actors to also have some directing business. Like, I know Charlie Adler's voice directed a few projects, as well as the person that voices, I don't remember her name, but Ashley Williams or something from the Tekken series. She is the voice director for the Crash Insane trilogy.
Ooh.
Well,
Apparently,
never would I have made that distinction.
I'm gonna assume that if at any point drill runs out, we die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're trapped underground, basically.
Sonic cannot survive under the cake.
Oh, is that supposed to be
Okay,
cake?
let's see what else he was. I don't think so. I think it's dirt.
It's textured like cake.
Apparently,
I thought it was just an expression.
Apparently, in the Phoenix Wright game Spirit of Justice, he went uncredited, but he did the English effects for Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, he voices Phoenix Wright in that and in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Huh. Let's see what else he did. He did.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind me taking the floor real quick,
For it.
out of all the stages in Silent Forest, I will admit this one's probably the most aggravating. Though that's only if you're going after the red rings, and also when the lights are out, your reticle doesn't work.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, the lights are dark now. Can't do a homing attack.
Huh.
That sucks.
It's almost as if you
Yeah.
can't see anything.
Let's
True.
see. Yeah.
You think?
Let's see. Yeah, he was Phoenix Wright in Dual Destinies as well. I wonder if he was Phoenix Wright in the Capcom games.
He just said he was. He was just set.
In the Marvel vs. Capcom games.
I
did
said
just
he
say
voiced
it
him
would
in
be
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Oh,
He's,
that's fine.
as far as we're concerned, he's the official voice of DA for Phoenix Wright in
Oh.
English territories.
Dory, I can't believe I didn't see this. Apparently he's Teddy from Persona 4.
Huh, if only Matt were here to bring on his Teddy jokes.
But yeah,
I
that's.
suppose I should care that Sonic's
It
getting
seems like the
motivated
biggest
again.
things he was.
Caring would
Oh, he was Clovis from an anime I used to watch, Code Geass.
Oh dear God.
It was a much deeper voice, I think. Or no, or Clovis. I think he was I think Clovis was a scientist.
Ah shit!
Oh gosh! Wow.
Well, that happened.
Oh my
Don't.
god!
Okay, that's the sign for me to put away the IMDb page and watch James Field. Keep going, Ivan. Do it again. I was looking.
getting my way to my
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
to my sulky time.
Well, sorry, Zor. You got to get out of the habit of your sulking times.
I don't
this
care,
again.
man.
I don't know how DK does these.
Easy. Oh, thank you, Thwomps. Not
You know what
Thwomps.
really would have helped in these 2D sections? If Sonic's traction wasn't so bad. Honestly, it's almost as bad as, say, Luigi in the 2D Mario games.
Again, I'm gonna say with these sections, like with DK and Mario, these kind of sections work because they're super tight platformers. Making Sonic into this kind of a platformer never really works since.
Doesn't
he's
Rayman
supposed to-
also have
he's
these
supposed to
kind of
move
levels?
fast. That's kind of okay. I don't know how to put it. Okay, Sonic moves fast. We got that right. Everyone can agree he moves fast.
Yes.
In order
Yeah.
to facilitate that, whenever you're moving horizontally, they usually have him move quite fast. Unfortunately, whenever you're in these sections where you're kind of more trying to move vertically and/or on very small platforms, there's no off switch to the I'm moving fast horizontally.
Well, that's actually it's funny you say that, Logan, because when Sonic jumps in these 2D segments, his traction is pretty damn slow. Like again, it's about as bad as Luigi. But which is my problem. I mean, if it was a little more like, say, I don't know, fucking Sonic 4, like then I wouldn't be bitching about it.
Okay.
Well, are you
Oh,
sure Sonic 4 is really the
hold on.
Another pointless conflict is about to begin.
Oh,
Well, I guess not. But at the same time, Sonic 2, or Episode 2 more specifically. Anyway, yeah, this boss fight's
oh
actually
my
rather pathetic.
god! Look how
Just turn on the lights.
melodramatic.
Look how much money they saved on the animations. Anyway, back to you, Hype.
Only the Reaper wins in the end.
The f-
Well,
That's actually what I was about
What?
to joke about.
all the little poses he's making.
Well, not even just the poses, the fact that he doesn't do anything.
No.
Gee, Gerald, how did you manage to animate an entire boss in just one afternoon? Well. Anyway, there's our new area
yep, and it's up in the clouds.
with monstrous centipedes.
Ugh, yeah, that's gonna be something else. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, next part, we're going up to Windy Hill, Sky Road. Till next time, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I wanna fly high.